Teen pregnancy is an issue that affects us all. The United States has the highest rate of teen pregnancy in the industrialized world, and rates of teen pregnancy in South Carolina far exceed those in other states. A teen gets pregnant in South Carolina every 58 minutes. 3 in 10 young girls get pregnant before their 20th birthday. 1 in 7 teen males will father at least one child before he turns 20. 8 in 10 teen mothers will not marry the father of the child. Only 4 in 10 teens who begin a family before age 18 will ever graduate from high school. Teen pregnancy is closely linked to a host of other social, economic, and personal consequences for the teen mother, her child, and society. All of this speaks to why, now more than ever, the work of the South Carolina campaign to prevent teen pregnancy is so important.
It's the most important thing we have to do, because we now know that if a baby isn't read to at 3 months, they don't develop verbal skills and reading skills. We know that, and then this past fall we were working in a county, and we talked a lot with young teen mothers, and we talked with their mothers, who were also teens. And what we know is that we now want them to, these former teen mothers who are now in their 30s, we want them to help their teens be good students. They don't know how, because they don't know how to read and be a student. So this link between teen pregnancy prevention impacts our generations in a way that requires sustained commitment to working with our young people.
We know that by getting pregnant, there are a lot of things that can happen. One is, it increases the chances that the student may not graduate from high school, which then increases the chances that that baby may not graduate from high school. That is phenomenal. Particularly living in a knowledge-based economy, we have to get children, our students, through high school. So teen pregnancy is a very important issue that we have to work on to try to reduce and or prevent.
Myself, I was a teen mother, and I know how hard it is to raise a child as a single parent. I know how hard it is to try to finish school and get a degree being a single parent. So I know the struggles that I've been through, I want to try to prevent others from going through the things that I had to go through.
Founded in 1994 with a mission to reduce adolescent pregnancy in our state through education, technical assistance, public awareness, advocacy, and research, the staff of the South Carolina Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancy works statewide to protect South Carolina's most valuable resource, our children.
In those early days, we could have had a meeting with everybody in the state of South Carolina who was involved and cared about the issue of teen pregnancy in a phone booth with plenty of room to spare. And then to have 400 to 500 people in a ballroom, all of us committed to the same purpose of improving the lives of South Carolina's children, or reducing the rate of teen pregnancy, has been an amazing thing.
If you go back 14, 15 years, and were to tell people at that point that we could reduce teen pregnancy in South Carolina by 30%, they would have looked at you like you were crazy. But in fact, that's what we've done. Through the work of the South Carolina Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancy, more importantly, through the work of so many dedicated people at the local level, we are making a difference. We are continuing to invest in the lives of South Carolina's young people.
The work of the South Carolina Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancy and countless dedicated individuals at the local level is paying off. Since 1990, teen pregnancy rates in South Carolina have decreased by nearly 40%. Over the last 15 years, the South Carolina Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancy has changed the conversation about teen pregnancy prevention and is creating a culture of change in the state.
It was very clear nationwide that teen pregnancy was a really serious problem. The rates have been going up, and very suddenly in the late 80s and early 90s. And around the country, a number of states began to sort of produce these new organizations and new leaders. And South Carolina was one of the first that I remember is really stepping up to the plate. There were a few other states as well, but the South Carolina group that became the South Carolina Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancy was one of the early, what do they call them, early adopters or sort of early responders to a situation that was in fact a problem nationwide.
What began as the South Carolina Council on Adolescent Pregnancy Prevention, with a single staff person and seed funding from the March of Dimes, has evolved into an organization seen as a national leader in the prevention of teen pregnancy. Through a commitment at the state and local level to using and institutionalizing research-proven strategies, young people involved in community-based organizations, schools, faith communities, and other settings are now much more likely to receive a strong abstinence-first message combined with medically accurate, age-appropriate information on condoms and contraception. It is this comprehensive approach that research documents will be most effective in continuing to decrease our state's rate of teen pregnancy.
Definitely, the educational opportunities that were afforded to me by my involvement with the campaign have really made us who we are today as a leader in the nation with teen pregnancy prevention.
They are very motivating. They're motivating to the community agencies. They definitely keep you motivated to prevent teen pregnancy, and they're going to keep you up to date on the techniques and just bring awareness of the issues of teen pregnancy to the agency so that you can provide better assistance to the kids that you work with.
The South Carolina campaign has benefited us greatly. They actually provided funding, technical assistance. They are always a big ear anytime we have a situation or something that we need or we don't know and we just want some clarification. They're always there. At any moment we can give them a call, and probably within a day or two, if we request, we'll have someone from Columbia, from the South Carolina campaign, here at our site to actually give us a helping hand.
Through its work with local programs in all 46 counties, the South Carolina campaign is truly making a difference in the lives of teens. The South Carolina campaign's reach extends throughout the state. In an average year, the campaign conducts educational workshops reaching more than 1,000 providers, hosts one of the most popular teen pregnancy prevention conferences in the country, distributes more than 25,000 fact sheets and publications throughout the state, and conducts site visits in each of South Carolina's counties.
The South Carolina Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancy is one of the few organizations that I know that really is statewide, that we are dealing with and affecting the lives of children in every corner of this state. It is an organization that is making a difference. The reduction in teen pregnancy rates affects us economically. It is saving us millions of dollars every year. But even more than that, it is affecting the lives and saving the lives, literally, of so many children. And it is one of those organizations where you can see tangible results from the effort that is being put into it.
You have to have leaders, and South Carolina to this day has had spectacular leadership, and the campaign here has grown and grown, and it's not only obviously things like funding and staff, but I think it's in sophistication, its focus on using evidence-based interventions, its capacity to reach out to lots of different sectors, and it really is a class act. It's one of the strongest programs we see nationwide.
What we're doing here at the South Carolina Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancy is just so important. We're talking about investing in our state's most valuable resource, our young people. It's an honor and a pleasure to be able to lead such a fabulous organization with an amazing staff, a committed board, and most importantly, people in all 46 counties in our state who care about young people, who love what they're doing, who are investing their time and their talents every single day to make South Carolina a better place.
Through 4 promises: to communicate with those at the local level, customize approaches, build capacity, and commit to the long term, we can all continue decreasing rates of teen pregnancy in South Carolina.